Did you know that in GTA 6 you'll be able to go fishing for the first time in the GTA franchise? What's up guys, today's video is going to be 100 facts about GTA 6 that you guys must know. Quick disclaimer, all of this information was seen in the official leaked footage posted online. Although I can't show or link to any of that footage, a ton of details have been discovered from it, including what wildlife will be featured, huge AI changes, RPG elements, side activities, and more. Alright, so let's get started. The two playable protagonists are Jason and Lucia, a Latina female. The voice and motion capture actor for Jason is Brian Zampella, and for Lucia she is played by Alexandra Echevarri. Hopefully I pronounced that name right. Lucia will officially be the first playable female protagonist we have ever had in the GTA franchise. You'll be able to switch between these two characters almost instantly. While robbing the cafe in one of the gameplay clips, you can hear Jason tell Lucia, "Let's get out clean baby, come on," so they are confirmed to be a couple. The game will be heavily influenced by Bonnie and Clyde, and there's even an event inside of the game called the Bonnie and Clyde Mystery. Facial hair on your character will grow over time. There's an app called What Up! Which is a social platform used in the GTA 6 world, likely a spin on the real-life WhatsApp app. Life Invader, the parody of Facebook, is also making a comeback, and also Bleeter, the parody of Twitter, and Snapmatic, the parody of Instagram, will be returning. GTA 6 will no longer use a weapon wheel like previous games. The inventory system looks very similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, so the player will not be able to carry an unlimited amount of weapons. Instead, you're going to have 2 slots for small firearms, melee weapons, and 2 slots for rifles, shotguns, etc. Those larger weapons will be carried on your back. Again, a lot of these things we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2, so it's clear Rockstar took a lot of inspiration from that game. You'll be able to both drop and pick up weapons in the game. The gunplay looks very similar to Red Dead Redemption 2 and Max Payne 3. I'd recommend playing both of these games before GTA 6 comes out if you haven't already played them. Some of the activities we'll be able to do in GTA 6 include fishing, crazy golf, basketball, football, soccer, there's gyms for working out, there's a yacht club, and a racetrack. You can tie up NPCs with a zip tie. You can also carry bodies, which is another stealth element that's been improved in the game. You'll be able to both crouch and go prone, which is new. References to possible RPG elements have also appeared, such as hunger, leveling, and even animal taming. Jason and Lucia have their own inventories, as well as a shared inventory between them. You'll be able to carry wine, soda, and fruit in your inventory. There is also a new duffel bag system in the game. At one point we see Lucia carrying a duffel bag with first aid kits and pills inside, and the duffel bags will also contain your weapons. There's an event in the game called dog humping, meaning dogs will be having, NPCs will also greatly vary in height and weight in the game this time. NPC behavior has been improved a ton to be a lot more realistic. At one point you can even see a player pulling out a firearm and people around start screaming, "He's got a gun, run." Now this is different from previous GTA games where you could casually walk around with an RPG and no one would care unless you actually aimed it at someone. You can swap shoulders while aiming and also change which hand you hold your firearm with. NPC AI is much more realistic with ragdoll physics, especially when NPCs fall down. There are mentions in the game related to concussions, meaning we have a very in-depth injury system. There's many ways to interact with NPCs. There's options to threaten, rob, shoot, or restrain in one of the missions. You'll be able to gesture to NPCs walking around on the street, very similar to the greet and taunt system in Red Dead Redemption 2. Car damage will be much more realistic. This was very dumbed down in GTA 5 from even older games, so happy to see this one has been improved. Car interiors are also extremely detailed and lifelike with a complete working dashboard. The jetpack will likely be returning as there's mentions of it inside the game. You'll be able to hang out of cars and shoot. We saw one player doing this with an assault rifle while sitting out of the window. GTA 6 will feature at least 18 brand new vehicles that have never appeared in a GTA game before, and I'll include a list on screen from GTA Base. We can expect a much more politically correct game this time. GTA 6 will not be as edgy as previous titles. Rockstar developers have even said they're being extra cautious not to punch down to marginalised groups with certain jokes. We've also seen Rockstar recently remove jokes and voice lines from Trevor in GTA 5 as they now deem them to be too offensive in today's environment. The story mode will have a chapter system similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. Clothing has a very realistic physics. Clothing accessories include sunglasses, watches, wristbands, and hats you can wear in different positions. Clothing is extremely detailed and realistic. You'll be able to see sweat, dirt, and wrinkles, all while wearing different clothes. Arthur Morgan's hat was also spotted in the game, well, at least in the dev build we were watching. There's a button that will allow the player to surrender to the police even during a robbery. There's going to be a much more realistic police response time. Police won't just spawn out of nowhere, and in the gameplay we can actually see there's a timer showing the police response, and it'll vary differently depending on the actual crime they are responding to. So if the police are responding to a murder, you can expect them to get there a lot more quicker than if you're doing just a robbery. The maximum wanted level will be 5 stars, so 6 stars won't be returning. Although this is still possible since it was development gameplay, it does seem very unlikely at this point. There's been a huge improvement with police AI from the last game. They're not just going to blindly run in after you and start shooting, and they have a much more realistic police response behaviour. If you commit a crime and get into a vehicle, cops will recognise and be on the lookout for that specific vehicle and license plate, so no longer will you be able to outrun the cops to lose your wanted level. The game will feature functional CCTV cameras that can also be destroyed. The game features cop traps. I'm assuming these are places that you go and the cops will be waiting to bust you. There's also dirty cop shakedown events in the game. If you guys are enjoying this video so far and have learned some new things about this game, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe. I'll be keeping you up to date with all the latest news and updates for this game, so you don't want to miss out. We'll also be seeing DUI sobriety tests. However, it's unknown if this is going to be a random NPC event or if the player will actually get tested. The gumball machines are fully functional, really showing how interactive and detailed Rockstar have made this world. Robberies are going to be a huge part of GTA 6, both larger heists and smaller robberies. Smaller robberies are referred to as easy scores in the game, and they include bingo, body shops, burnout scooters, cafe caraway, clothing stores, food trucks, massage parlors, and more. We'll be able to rob shipping containers. The GTA 6 map is also confirmed to be bigger than GTA 5. The main game is set in Vice City, fictional Miami, and also its surrounding areas with a very large map. One of the videos also features a lake that would be pretty far from Miami, so the map does look to feature a bigger chunk of Florida in general. The game is going to be set in the modern day after the events of GTA 5. Many landmarks from the Miami area are accurately represented in the game. A large tennis court can be seen, as well as a football stadium and a large amphitheater. There's an airport and a functional tram that does stop by the airport. The Florida Keys is included in the game. There's also a swampy area called the Grass Rivers, similar to the Everglades. You can ride in swamp boats. The map is big enough to have multiple police departments, and there's also a Port Gellhorn police department. There's a ton of wildlife confirmed for this game, including alligators, bears, boars, dogs, snakes, raccoons, birds, frogs, bobcats, and rodents. There's also symbols for plants and toxic waste in the game. There's a big focus on indoor locations and enterable interiors, including nightclubs, strip clubs, motels, hotels, restaurants, pawn shops, supermarkets, fast food stores, gun stores, shooting ranges, and the Vice City metro station. There's also functional elevators. It's believed we can even get banned from stores. There's a challenge in the game called Swole Couple Workout Challenge, indicating there are RPG elements such as weight and muscle. The apartments of the two protagonists was seen in the leaked footage. There's also a bathtub in Jason's apartment, so we'll be able to bathe. There's a hotel called Kington Hotel that has a pool party and live music. The Malibu Club and the Ocean View Hotel are both returning. There's 3 events mentioned: Lost at Sea, Island Camp, and also Lost Plane, suggesting we can end up lost at sea and having to survive on an island similar to Guarma. The internal codename for GTA 6 was Project Americas. It's very similar for game developers to have internal codenames. GTA 5's was Rush and Red Dead Redemption 2's was Bonaire. The original plan for the GTA 6 map was to be much bigger and feature locations in North and South America, hence the codename. However, due to internal changes with Rockstar's work culture and over time, this has been scaled back significantly, and parts of the map have actually been cancelled and cut back. There's quite a few melee weapons been confirmed so far, everything from golf putters, golf drivers, irons, pool cues, crowbars and baseball bats. Pistols, assault rifles, bolt action snipers, SMGs, pump action shotguns and RPGs are all confirmed. We'll also be able to customize how our characters actually hold the weapons. Throwables include fire bottles, flashbangs, grenades, molotovs, tear gas and even golf balls. The spear gun is going to be a new weapon introduced, basically a ranged underwater fishing device that launches a spear that can impale targets. There's also a big range of equipment to play with, such as binoculars, a cutoff tool, flashlights, immobilizer bypasses, slim jims, USB drives, tasers, zip ties, and auto dialers. Rockstar have mentioned they plan to add new missions and even cities on a regular basis after launch. However, they haven't mentioned if this is going to be online or story mode. The cover system is going to be much smoother than previous Rockstar games. There's backyard wrestling, racing side activities, UFO events, bonfires on the beach. You'll be able to pick up cans off of the ground. Both of the main characters will have special abilities similar to the main characters in GTA 5. Jason and Lucia have a safe house location that is a motel. There's multiple different street gangs throughout the world. There's mentions of character personalities including romantic chaotic, romantic cool, pragmatic chaotic, and pragmatic cool. There's an event in the game called Scarface Crime Scene, a possible reference and Easter egg of the Tony Montana. There's a murder mystery you can find called Missing Tourists. There's multiple camper spots in different locations around the map, indicating we could get our own camper van at some point. There's random mugger events in the game. You'll be able to find people hosting yard sales. And there's even references to riding that have been found in the game, indicating we'll likely be able to ride horses. Maybe this is where all the Red Dead Redemption 2 developers went. Now that was all 100 facts. Obviously all of these are subject to change considering it was development footage. However, this is a big indication of all of the features that Rockstar are already working on for GTA 6. If you want to be kept up to date with all the latest Rockstar games, news and updates, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.